and welcome back to Oakley Hour, and we are continuing with our Rokr Spaceport marble run. So I did work out yesterday, you know, I was saying that maybe this wasn't quite aligned right. Well, it is fine. So if I put two balls in there, oh, come back out, put it in the wrong place. So let's see if I can show you. Oh, can't even get that. Oh, it's not lined up, that's why. Come back. Alright, so if I put two in, so I can load that one in there. And I can see it's going around now. It's almost at the top. And then I put another one in there. It does solve the problem. What it is there's a little bridge that you just saw that ball go down, and when there's two on there it makes it go lower, so it's got a little bit of give to it. I'm going to see one roll out right now. Don't know where it's going to go actually. Ooh, okay, and then the other one will come if it hasn't already. Oh, here it comes. Right, so it does work fine, which I was a bit worried about. I'm going to put this to one side and get on with today. I actually thought today was loads of steps, and it looked horrendous, but I was looking at two different steps. Of course I was. If anyone was gonna, it would be me. So let's get this going. So first things first, we need our tool, which is right over here, and we are going to put a spoke on this for 9mm, in the 9mm one, both sides by the looks of it. Just check that that's right, I think it is. So you do 9mm this side, and then you get the other end thing, which, can you see it better than I? Did I forget to pull one? Did it go on the floor? Oh, I'm gonna steal one from here for a second, because I know that has something. And so you put 9mm on both of these, so that it joins in the middle. Being careful not to touch the other one, which I think is almost impossible. Oh. Let's see, that is not 9mm, that is more than that. Carried away. So 9mm that side and 9mm that side, so both of them are 9mm. And then what we are going to do is take these bigger parts and have it this way round, get some of this out the way, and we are going to be using an E9 in the top here. Trying to see if I can get this right, and then basically we're going to sandwich it together. So an E9, an A33, which is this looking one, which is going to go in here, like so, with this, the ball end on this side. And we are also then going to put our spindle in here, like so. Sometimes I just don't understand the mechanisms until it happens, I guess. And then it says wrong side facing this way, so then my puppy's playing, sorry. Oh, another E11 is going to go in this one down here. So nothing at the bottom, basically. And then join the two up. No problem. We love lining lots of things up all at the same time. That's not too bad. I've known worse. Alright, so we end up with something like so. You know, this cog does not look like 9mm anymore. Oops. Sorry. She put her ball on top of her crate and then wondered why she couldn't reach it. I'm gonna readjust this spindle. I think I've been too heavy-handed somewhere along the line. Oh, if I can move it. I shouldn't have grease on my hands, so it shouldn't be that difficult. It's very difficult not touching the other end actually of this, so let's try that again. Probably because I pressed down on it or something and it moved it. Alright, let's do it in the air. Right, and that looks better. Okay, and then we are going to put this little piece on here, like so. So obviously a ball bearing is going to go through here, I believe. That would be my guess. Can't get this on. Let's see if I can do it up this way and add some pressure. It's like really difficult because like I've said before on the video, you don't want to break it, but you have to put a certain amount of pressure on. And a lot of these pieces, there isn't too many places you can hold to get them on. Like I can't get this in. Let me try this on the edge of the table, so it's not putting pressure on anything else. Almost there, I think. Well, it's a snug fit. I'm just going to go with that. Still not down, you know. And I'm sure it's not to do with the fact that I don't have an awful lot of strength in my hand. I think it's just because. Right, this goes on and then followed by A28, which basically stops the ball going backwards, and it's going to go this way up with the wrong side in. So got a little arrow on there, that's meant to be on the outside from what I can tell. See, and if this is meant to clip into here, then it's not doing a good job. You'd think it would, wouldn't you? Is it meant to be at an angle? No? Oh, I took that off again. Darn it. Oh, there's no holes in it anyway. Duh. Gosh. I thought for some reason that... Oh, there is these... You would have thought that these pieces would go through here, but they're not really lined to do that. Let me get this in proper. Alright, evidently it just goes like that, and the arrow on this little piece has to go on the inside. It still doesn't marry up with these pieces, but I guess it's just not meant to. And then we'll be putting on these two pieces on the spindle. Make sure I have them the right way around. Nope, goes on here. Oh, that goes into these little areas here. There you go. See, it makes me think it's still not on right. I'm going to put this on first. No, I'll tell you what. I think the arrow actually has to show, because that marries that better. And then that should hold it in place when I can put it on there. And this has come out of here again. And this does not want to go in here. Wow. Effort here. There we go, finally. Came out the other side. All of it's come out the other side. And then all I have to do is repeat that. Right? And come off of here. Right, give me a second to put those on. Alright, what I've done is I've just made up this piece, and I'm going to see if that makes my life a little easier, because then all I have to worry about is these two down here, which seems hopefully a lot easier. Or not. Okay, this piece should not be that hard, guys. Struggle is obviously real, but it should not be that hard. No, she never drops anything on her crate, and that's twice today. Let me get my hook thing and see if I can get this joined up rather than... Like I say, it really shouldn't have been difficult. And that is all there is to that tiny piece. That should not have been as hard as I made it out to be. And then we are going to put these on, and we need 3 of them, so they all are slightly different, so they're different numbers. So 17 goes on first, which is this one, and you want the curved part going inwards, like so, and it goes all the way down. So you can see like it's going to be like a ladder effect. This one won't go as far, and nor that one. And I'm just making sure that they are all the way around the right way. Well, it couldn't have any other way to go anyway. This piece, I mean. Well, I guess it could, but it is the right way. And then this one as well. Let's put it on back to front. And that's that little bit done. Almost done. Almost. There we go. And that's what you are left with, looking like that. So I'm guessing the ball goes down here. Be my guess. Right, put to one side. It says I'm going to need 2 ball bearings for this one. I'll put those up there until I actually need them. They're going to go in this hole, I believe. Okay, and we need, there's some weird looking parts here, isn't there? Do I have that one? 23. Is this 23? Yeah, here's this piece. And we are going to put this big piece in, and you want that going this way. So I think it's going to be the other piece, because you want the decoration on the inside or outside. Okay, printed side outwards. So let's grab that again. So this has got a little bit of print here at the top here. So as you want it outward, and you want it facing towards the shorter area, it does not go like so. Trying to get this measured up in my head here. Okay, it goes through here. And then we are going to use this piece, which looks incredibly frail, which is going to go, oh, this one goes the bottom, there you go. That one goes the top, pointing towards this one. So go careful when you sand this one down. It is rather shorter. And then what are we going to do? Oh, putting that to one side. So then we've got this with this tiny weird looking piece, which is going to go on, it's the opposite way up. How's it going to go? Like this, I think. I think that's how it's going. Just trying to gauge this. Okay, first of all we need to do this piece, alright, that makes more sense. And this one doesn't really matter which way round it goes. And then this one goes in the middle. Wow, let me have a look. Alright, so it's this one on first. Sometimes you need to look at these things like 3 or 4 times, I swear, to just understand what's going on with the curved part at the bottom, because you need to have this tab, which is going to be held on by this, like so, when I can get it in. Again, all these tiny pieces. Probably some of them are the most important part of the whole build, really, because there's quite a bit of decorative stuff going on. Right, let me get that in. Alright, I just turned it upside down and it went in. So I realised that this morning I'd been making the dogs, I made a roast beef, and I was proportioning it out for them so they can have a little bit on their breakfast and dinner. Alright, so then what you want to do is you want to put this top part on like this, which seems like a bit of a nightmare to do that. Oh, because you need to put the balls in there. Okay, but I'm thinking it would be easier to put it in here, then put the balls in. Right, one. So this will be a counterweight. If I can get the other one out, a little pot here, like so, and then put it in like this. Maybe that's easier. Maybe that's not easier. That's probably why they want you to do it the other way. Don't you start coming apart on me. Okay. All right. So this one, and then here, and then this pokes through here. I don't see this being as the easy. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, it was fine doing it that way. It's not all the way in, but it's principles there. And that one's on. And then this piece does not want to stay in, does it? Got to remember where it went. That way. It's like quite a big slot though. I guess it's fine. And then what do we do? Then we put this piece into the other one we made, with this towards the back and this is going through. Let me see. So the spindle catches on here, so it's going through something like this. I don't think there's anywhere else for it to catch other than the spindle. And then we're going to poke. We're not poking at all. We're putting this other side on to sandwich it all together. If I can get these bits in from up here, maybe that'd be easier to do first. Okay. Ah, you little stinker. This one just doesn't want to stay in. This one's gone off now. I have to try and rectify it after the horse has bolted as such. I'll leave this, I guess, with me for a minute. I hoped I was putting it through the right way, really. Okay, it's on everything but the spindle. So let's see if I got some movement. Oh, sorry. This side's fallen out now. Oh, that's okay. We got it. Right, finally. And then I'm guessing we are going to tie that in with two of those things, one of which I borrowed. So I will go and get another one. Okay, and then we put these two collars. Didn't even pick it up. Come back. I'm going to find them all over my floor. And they're see-through, so it's really difficult to find. This one on here, and then we'll put this in the base. I brought the base over ready when I went to get a cap. Okay. So got a counterweight here, and this is going in. Let's see. Go on here. Okay, I believe it's going in these two here, pointing away like this. Oh. And then it's also got some tabs down here, which is going to go into those holes. So get that sorted. Okay, I've got you lined up, mate. And also there's some holes at the back here for it to go in as well. Right, That's a lot going on. Yeah, I have not got it anywhere near where it needs to be, evidently. The struggle is real. So this one needs to be a little higher. Which then I knocked out the other one. Okay, that one's in. I felt it give. And that one's in. And then those just need to pop down. Just need to pop down. Make sure that that's flat and in properly. So I'm going to pull this towards it. There we go. And I don't feel that this one's in low enough. Alright, okay, done. And we will be using this again. So next we will need, that's that nice little small pot. We are going to do some work on the base. So we are going to put in a grid which is going here, I believe, like a grid. See, we're going to need to put a tab in the bottom of that. And we have 2 of these going in, let's see, here and the other one. And it's the larger side down. A piece of wood came off. Just worried this isn't in enough. Oh, did I break it? Say it's not. Okay, I think we're okay. I did hear a noise there. Okay, and again. Okay, it's a lesson to me. Don't touch things. And then we have those in. We are now going to do this little tab underneath. Need to look at the other side. We're okay. I heard a noise, and all we're doing is putting this through here. All we're doing. Famous last words. Well, it kind of matters which way it goes, I think. Or does it? Alright, let me get this in. I'm going to have to look at it. Oh, almost there. There we go. Never mind. And then we also have this piece, which is going to go. Let's see where it's going. It's going to go right underneath here. And so it's going to go in here, and there's a slot, don't know that you're going to see it, right back here, that you're going to want to put this in. And then it's also going to catch here. So building up to feed these marbles through. In a second, just want to make sure it's in this wheel, and it is. There we go. That wasn't too bad, was it? Right, let me go and get some more parts. Alright, so take this piece and you make sure that this goes in all the way. She says, how can it be that difficult? Come on. Oh, don't do it that way. Can't put pressure where I wanted to put pressure. There we go. And almost, anyway. Not quite. There we go. And then this piece will go in front of the other piece just under here, other way round, where you catch it on here and put it into that hole, like so. Oh, I guess this is just making sure that you've got space here. and that's totally missed. But it went in the hole okay. All right. Oh, it's because I didn't have it anywhere near facing me, guys. Well, okay. Two-hand job, obviously. Well, not two-hand, but there we go. And push it across, as we have done all of them. There we go. Finally got there. And then this goes in the second hole there. Next we have this piece going in, and similar, except it's got a point on the end to go into here, and this I guess our marbles will drop into and go into the wheel. So again, push that across. Easier said than done. It's lining up everywhere. Doesn't want to line up with this hole on the wheel. There we go. Now we've got it. All we have to do is push it across. Finally. Okay. Oh, I almost broke it then. I can see it's got a little crack on that. Right, I am going to, just for stability, put a little bit of wood glue on it. I don't think it's going to need it because it's going to be held in place, but that's why I get putting too much pressure on. But hopefully that will be enough to do that. And then we are putting E20 on the end, which will secure it in place. Can't get the pin in my wood glue. Of course I can't. This pin has got very bendy over the time. Right, onward. I will do that in a moment. And then this just goes on the end here to stop the ball rolling backwards, one thinks. And again, I've definitely made that very bendy. I'm going to put a bit more wood glue on here actually, because this piece isn't going to come off, and that should hopefully secure it. Get rid of that so it doesn't interfere. And then we have the end on, so it stops the ball coming out, and hopefully this should strengthen that little bit there. Just make sure that there's not a residue. Alright, okay, and moving on to step 9. Let's see, we're going to need this little pot here. It's a lot of pots, is all I'm going with. And we are putting this piece all the way over here, so it's not particularly a right or wrong way, other than it going in. Or is there? You know, there really is. And this slides towards this way for a change. Which I can't get to do. There we go. Effort's real. And then followed by this piece going across into what say here and here? I don't think it is. I think it's here. And I got it up the wrong way. It's here. Get there eventually, a long way round. So you want this hole back here, and this one, and for it to slot in there at the same time. Okay, so let's get and do that, and it's only going to go one more way. Okay, that's on. And next one is a T-piece, which is going to go. See if I can get this right. It's going to go all the way down the bottom here to secure all of that in place. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Okay, next we are going to put some railings, it looks like, in. So I'm going to put one here. Don't think there's a right or wrong way. All the way down. and one matching over this side. Like so. Then we have a very pretty little piece with the decoration upwards, which is going to sit, let's see if I can get this right, with it like this into those holes, and make sure it goes under these as well at the same time. Let me start here. It is lined up, I'm just being wimpy, especially after me damaging that other part. Alright, let me get that facing me a bit better. I really am being very wimpy on this. All you have to do is go down. So it's all lined up. And it's through, and that's another pot done. And then we are going to remove it, push this to one side for a second, but we will be needing it again. It looks like a little ramp, so let's make sure we get that round the right way, which will go this way. Doesn't look like it's going that way. How difficult can it be to get the right end? Okay, so it's got the hole up here, and this goes like so. Okay, finally, and then that's held into place with 4 pegs. Put 2 in opposite each other. That should hold it in place then, and then I'll get the other 2 in. There's obviously a little bit of track here, so that's kind of cool. You are in the hole. Oh, there we go. That's flat. That's flat. Okay, and then this one. And I'll go and get the next set of parts that I pulled after we put this. Actually, we'll put this on the model. Done quite a lot. This was stage 9. We're still in stage 9. That's quite a lot of model there. And then this goes in. Let's see where this goes. Make sure I get it round the right way. It's kind of from the back here. Okay, bear with me, I want to make sure I get it right. I don't think it touches these tall ones actually, but I don't know what it's touching. Bear with me, let me see if I can place this. Alright, silly me. Okay, it goes all the way back here, so see these 2 here, it's going to go on there, and those 2. And it's got a slight curve to it going downhill, and that goes into here, so that's kind of cool. I can get it lined up, so like so. Maybe it would have been easier probably for me to take this off again and put it. Hey, not you coming off. Ah, snapdragons. Right, put those back in. So I think it's going to be easier to put these ones in first. That one's lined up. So it's just this one that doesn't want to line up. a little bit. There we go. Like I say, it's really difficult because you don't want to put too much pressure on it, but you've got to put enough on it to stay there. And as I'm putting them in here, it's popping out of these ones. Right, let me solve that. So it does want to pop out of these ones, and there is a little catch in here that you want it to go under, which it is, but it doesn't sit particularly well. Like if you put it in this one, it'll pop up this side. So maybe, and this keeps coming off. Let me see what it does with the marble. Well, it does the job, it's just not caught as well as it probably should be. Oh, now that pin's come totally out. Alright, I popped a little bit of wood glue on this one that kept popping out, and I think if I'm going to have it in here and for it to fit in there, then I have to sacrifice, say this one's not going to go in fully, but it's there, and this one's not going to go fully, because I don't think these will go down any further unless I bow it, and then that wants to come out, so it's kind of a catch-22 here. Unless it's bowed, but I doubt that it's bowed, because I haven't had anything really bowed on this whole thing. But you see what I mean? It's just like, it's like a roller coaster. In like one pops, one goes down, and then the other one pops up. Can you see that? So let's leave it like that for now, and I'm gonna see what, if that makes a difference. I mean, the ball bearing will roll. Oh, it's all the way in. Yeah. Okay, let's get that going up then. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. It's still going to fall off the top here. My puppy's very interesting. Hey, you can't have my glue. Puppy's very interested in what I've got going on, because it's something moving, and moving means she wants it. But she's got into enough mischief today. She ate my plant. Alright, gonna go get some more pieces. So what I ended up doing was actually, because it was really bugging me, was just gluing underneath here and then just holding it for a bit, and that seems to have solved it. So I think it got a little bowed maybe. Alright, onwards. Of course the phone went. Seems to be the way. Alright, so next. Like I said, I'm happier with how that looks. I've kind of just sealed it down. I reckon my piece must have gotten bowed or something. Alright, let's get all these pieces out. Oh, got another bit of plastic. It's always exciting when I see more of that. And that wasn't sarcasm, that was true. So you want one piece going through like here. Like so. All the way through. It's not going to go all the way through, buddy. It's meant to go all the way through. Maybe I got it the wrong way around. Oh yeah. Okay. That one goes all the way through. Then this one goes in the first one, and then they marry up. Basically, and goes all the way through on this one. I think that's the plan. And then we join them. What could be simpler? Joining two pieces that don't overly want to go. Almost there. Make sure they're fully in. They look like they are. Okay, alright. So that's done. And then we do one piece going through, whoops, turn it up the right way, through here, all the way through one side. Is this the right way and the wrong way too? You know. Okay, well one they go through here, the bigger slot, and into there. Doesn't look right, guys. Let's see. Nope. Oh yeah, like that. So it goes all the way through the top bit, all the way down, and then secures there. And the same with this one. So you just make sure it goes all the way. And I guess that's to space it. Of course mine's not doing because, you know, doesn't want to. I pushed too hard. There we go. Wow. Okay, and then this goes into our model, and this one is going here. So these two and that one. So again, in, down, and push. If I can push it. I can. She says, I can see it's not all the way over. Maybe if I can wiggle it. Alright, give me a second to get my strength together. Alright, I've put it on its end and pushed it that way. Okay, and just make sure that these back ones go all the way down. And you can see how easy these pieces are. Like, with, you know, this one I split. But the super glue, it wasn't super glue, the wood glue seems to have done the job. And then next we are going to, don't know what I've got this plastic piece for, have I missed it? Damn it, yes I have. Okay, bear with me. So actually all I need to do is pull these top ones out. I got this, don't need to pull the whole thing. It goes in here, the plastic, can't see that, it goes in here. So if I pull out these top ones, somehow. And then I can slot this plastic thing in, and these are meant to go through there as well, so hey. Get both out. Imagine this is easier than doing it while it's in the model. So bear with me, let me get these out and I'll show you what I mean. And this is again, gets us down to when you realise you have pieces over. So, right. It has the number, the little sign here on it, going towards the back, like so. So this will clip in here. And then we have to get these back through again, not that way, again. And that's going to go through that perspex as well. So I'm going to get both of them lined up to do that. And then push them all the way through. This, I can see neither one of them particularly well lined up here. Oh, getting there. That one's in, that one's in. This one's almost in. Would have been easier with it being flat, I can assure you. Okay, and back to where we should have been, evidently. Bit of plastic in there. Is this just another sign or something? I don't know. Okay, onward. So let's see. I'm hoping to get a lot of this done today, but I don't know. Are we on this one? Feeling we're not. Trying to look at the parts that's going to go there. Bear with me. Okay, it was this one. That's just been a bit special. So these go in up here. Skip that in on both sides. pushing it all the way in is a challenge for me. And this one here. Well, piece came off. You know what? Makes it easier to get them in. Let me just pop that back on. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm gradually getting them in. Gradually is the word. Some of this takes like almost all my might to do. Okay, alright, let's make sure that we put that back on the right way. That would have been an easy way to do it. I'm not sure why they would have waited. And then we have some big pieces which are going to clip from, see if I can get this right first time. So the tab furthest away goes this direction, and it goes into the top here. Yep, top here and here. No, can't, it's got to go in here. So you want to catch this one, and this one. Doesn't want to stay in now, that one piece. This will help you, buddy. Okay, and the same with the other side. Make sure you got it round the right way. It does have a little bit of decorative edge too. Don't know if you can see that very well. It's got like a little gold trim to it. And then I'm going to put it in the other side the same. I know you can't see me doing this. Let me just tell you, struggle's real. Anyway, that saves that piece coming off again, so that's not going to come off. And there we have it, both sides in. So, interesting. Don't know what's going down. And then let's turn the page. So at some point in time we must have gone to step 10. No, got step 10 coming up. Okay, next is this. And we're leaving this for a moment. So I'll push that out of the way. And oh, we're going to need one of these again. We like those. Hold on. Okay, so we are going to take one of these. Again, it's got the decoration, so you kind of want that way, I believe. And oh, it's a bendy piece. Okay, goes in here. Well, I've moved my whole mat and everything. Or maybe I just dropped the camera a bit. And that goes in like so. Looks like a little seat, doesn't it? And then, before we do anything else, we put in some pieces at the bottom. So let's see. Number one, first one is, let's see. Well, one is this piece, B14, got those right. Goes in the thicker end in the first hole here. With that upside down, like so. Then B11 goes right next to it, which is this little one. And again, there's a little groove or outlet goes in, and that slots in by the side of this one. It's going to be a fiddly piece, isn't it? Times. I'm going to get this little one in first, I think. Get the little one in first. It's not even going to stay in. turn it this way then. Alright, give me a second to do this. It would have been, I mean, I got them in, but I think it would have been a little bit easier, we say, if this piece wasn't there, because it wasn't needed to be in at that stage. And that one here. Okay, they don't look fully in, but I guess they are. And then followed by this piece, which will go in here. And that catches in 2 spots. And then we put the other side of the chair on, and all it's got to do is marry everything up. That might be, I was going to say, it might be a bit easier. It may not be terrible. I don't think it's going to be easy. This one doesn't want to go in straight. There we go. Alright, that's my chair done. I feel like I'm doing doll's house furniture. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't need to use this anywhere. No. I have it for something, and I didn't need the spindly thing either, and I have those as well. And this. I have everything like this out ready. Oh, it's coming, that's why. Okay, so we put in this into here, and we push it into the 4.5. It's the smallest one. Okay, that's in, and then that's going to go through our chair. Like so. I know it's not a chair really. And then I guess we just cap it. And we still haven't used this. Makes me worry that I'm missing something. And it also goes in at the top part, also goes in at this position, same position. Well, which it doesn't want to do because, oh, there's the shiv. So I knew it needed to go in somewhere. It's going to go in here, like so. And then we just push this one down, I guess. It says to put it in the tool again, but it's because it goes in here, in B. That's why. Wait, you need to go back in. I don't want to do what we did last time and forget about you. And then let's go B. Which is obviously easier said than done for me. Finally. Right, the effort was real. Okay, and now we're going to keep that to one side. We've finished with those pots. We're right at the last of this section that we're going to do today. And we are going to be putting in back to our big model. So we're going to be putting our chair in. Let's bring you back in. Let's see, it's somewhere here. Let me see where it is going and then I can show you. So this piece here I put on, that's painstaking, let me show you, painstaking moment to put on. Doesn't go on yet, it goes on after we've got this chair thingy in. So I'll take this apart again. And then we put the chair into the little spokes which are showing down here, those little holes here. If I can get that off. There we go. So we needed it one side, just not both. And then the chair, as such, is positioned in these holes here. Which is not easy to put in. Is that right, mate? Yep. Okay, and now we put this piece on. So make sure you can see this piece, it says. Kind of has it pointing towards the back there. Right, our chair is in. Did you see any of that? Grief. Okay, and put that on. And now it says I can remove this piece of plastic. There we go. Keep hold of that somewhere safe. Okay, next is, by the looks of it, another one of these. So hopefully this one will fit a bit better than the last one. And we are going to position it so it's got the pattern here, and we are going to position it with these notches in again, but there's only 3 of them this time, and hopefully these don't keep coming out either. Okay. So this video has gone on a bit longer than I anticipated, so I apologise about that. And all 3 of those are in, and this is the last of what we're going to be doing today. And this just connects, I say, if I can work out exactly where it's looking, somewhere at the top of here. Going into it again. Well, hold your horses. Alright, worked it out. So, what you need to do is put these slidey ends into here at the same time as connecting them in here. Easy, right? So I don't even know where to start on this. Don't give you particularly good directions. No, it does. It wants this in first. But, you know, I don't think it goes there. I think it goes in here. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, it goes on the flatter ones at the back here. There's 2 which is different heights. Don't know if you can see it any better. It's, yeah, so you got a flat one and you got a taller one. So it goes in there. So slide those in first, it says. Which is not in fully. And that's going to make the ball fall down. That's better. Now it's in front. And then put it on the smaller track down here. kind of stabilises that, so that's in. So we've still got some extra pointy ones here. Can you see that? Yeah. So I'm guessing that is just holding it in place. But at least this one went in okay, so obviously the ball's going to drop down into here, which is then going to drop into here and down into this part. Should we give it a try? Anyway, this is all I'm going to do today, so let me see what happens here. Sweet, nothing. Let me see if I try that with 2. That's what it's meant to do. Okay, one went one way and one went another. This isn't lined up to go anywhere. There it is. Oh, I see. They both went in this one. Okay, get those going. Let's see what happens. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, that one went down and that one went in there. So something is stopping it. I need to push this in a bit more, I think, because, or is it? No, I think. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere if it went that way. So why would it have holes on there? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Alright, okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. I will work out why it has holes there if it's not going in that way. I'll try and find my marble. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the build. And do like and subscribe. And get more videos up, and you'll be able to see how this progresses, plus other builds. And yeah, do leave a comment if you'd like. I will get back to you, or you can email me at opallyhour@outlook.com. Yeah, please do take care of yourself. Hope you're enjoying it. Bye bye now. Bye.